Hey everybody, it's your boy Eric coming to you from the studio. So today we are going to talk about the proper warm-up protocols prior to exercise and the proper recovery or stretching protocols for post and pre-exercise, okay? So previous science, like old science, said typically that you had to do like static stretching prior to your exercise, which would be like, you know, your toe touches and you hold and you're like 1, 2, you know. I think a lot of people used to do like the whole bouncing thing, like, you know, all that stuff. So that is no longer the proper protocol for pre-exercise preparation and mobility activation, okay? So what they're saying now is that proper movement prep protocols, getting the tissues heated. There's things that we do like where we've got you're getting your lunges going. Now, a lot of times we'll have people go for a quick jog or a walk, just something 3 to 5 minutes to get their heart rate up. But before we do any sort of really high intensity exercise, we always do some sort of movement to heat the tissue up prior to our exercise and strength training for the day. So I have a couple of toys here with me. Some of you know these well, some of you love them, some of you hate them. But this is a tiger tail. So a lot of times when we come in prior to exercise, we might be feeling kind of tight, you know, you move and like you can't get down into your squat and you feel like your calves are tight, or you feel like your hips, glutes, your chest, lats, you might be feeling like things are tight. Well, again, going back to what people used to think is, I need to stretch it. I need to like do a long holding stretch. Well, in fact, what we need to do is inhibit the muscle or relax it, okay? So, right, I have some foam rollers now. Foam rollers, you can get a couple different kinds. They're all different densities, okay? Foam rolling can be slightly painful, however, it is extremely beneficial and very important prior to exercise. So I always have really tight vastus and IT band, glutes. So typically I'll go for a quick jog just to get heated up. I'll do some movement just to kind of test and see where I'm sore or where I am needing the foam roller, and then I'll roll. So typically what I do, like if I'm going leg day, I just got laughed at here, but I'll go up to a chair or something like that. I'll hold on and I'll kind of see how far down into my squat I can get. I'll rock my hips to kind of sink down into my hip, keeping my back straight, and just sort of stretching and moving the tissues around. Now, again, if you can't get this low, then come down to a comfort, or you can hug the knees. This is a great balance exercise. Get some movement going on in the hips. Okay, if you cannot do it, just kind of hold on here and lift the leg up. Do it a few times. Switch sides. Okay. I always, if we're going upper body, I like to get some shoulder mobility going. So I'll have people here with the band just to kind of nice and easy get things moving here. Okay. Some scapular activation techniques that you can do to get your shoulders ready to roll. Okay. Come here. Okay. It's also you can and come up, get a little bit of extension. So you're gonna come up into a W, and then if you can, work your hands to the back, get a good stretch, and bring it back out, come down. So now I've got a little heat starting to go through me here. I'm going to do 5 repetitions. Oh yeah. It feels amazing. One more. Coming up. Feel like I'm going to be taller. Standing taller anyways. Okay. And then I have sort of a basic routine that I go through. I'll do 30 seconds of front lunges. Here. I'll do 30 seconds of body weight squats. I'll typically have some dumbbells and hit some transverse plane movement. And then I do a big full body movement with our zippers. So you're here and back up. Okay? So that's our warm up. We do 10 of those. So you'll do your squat, kind of see how you're feeling, how you're moving, where you're tight. Roll, do some movement-based stretching and activation, and then do your strength training, okay? When your strength and conditioning. When you're done, that is when you will do your static stretching, okay? So that's when you'll do your 90-degree angle stretch here for your low back. Okay. When you do your static stretching, you want to hold each stretch for 30 to 60 seconds. The older you are, the longer you want to try to hold that stretch. You know, if you have limitations in your knees and hips, you can always reach out directly to us for some modifications on how to stretch. So if you can't stand here and stretch your quad, okay, well, you can always hold on to something. You can come here and hold on, okay, for balance purposes. If you need to put your foot on something and you hold on to kind of help you into your stretch, you can do that, okay. Upper body stretching. Find a door frame in the house for the chest here. Slight rotation. You hold for 30 to 60 seconds, 60 seconds preferably. Okay? Whichever muscle group you worked for that day, your static stretching should be 30 to 60 seconds each set. Okay? And it's okay to do the same routine on a regular basis. You know, we will be putting out different routines, but this has kind of worked really, really well for us. And so I suggest you try it out. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon.